Right, well now we're down at the locomotive sheds and I'd like to introduce the engine we're going to use today. And this is a Great Western Manor Class 460, two-cylinder engine, the smallest of the famous range of 460 classes built by the Great Western. Starting at the front of the engine, two very important components. Firstly, we've got the coupling in the middle. Equally, that pipe there is for the vacuum brake. Every vehicle in the train has a brake which can be worked from the engine, and it's worked by creating a vacuum in that pipe. That's the steam heating connection which feeds steam to the carriages, to underfloor heaters under the seats, keeping the carriages warm. Here we've got the most important part of the workings of the engine. On top here we've got the valve chest with a piston valve in it which emits steam to either side of the piston in the cylinder down here. So very simple mechanism which is driven by the valve gear, which we'll explain a little bit later on. When the steam has finished its work in the cylinders, it's exhausted into the smoke box and through a blast pipe up the chimney. And that's one of the unique properties of the steam engine. The harder you work it, the more power it develops. Down here, behind the connecting rods, we've got the brake blocks. And the brake blocks act on the driving wheel tyres here. When you destroy the vacuum in the braking system, which you'll see up on the footplate in a moment, those brakes bear on the wheels and apply the stopping force to the engine.
Right, Mike, we're now ready to go. So first thing, put the engine in full forward gear.
Right. So that's taking the counter forwards.
That's right. That's the direction we're going to go.
And then lock it.
Yeah. Next thing, of course, now is to blow our brake up. So we'd like to do next.
Right.
So. Now we can't go really till that brake comes completely off. Now this is a fully signalled railway, so the next thing is to look up there, make sure you've got your signal.
Yeah, signal's off.
So we've got what they call the road, we've got the road. Alan, have we got the tip from the guard? Okay, right, so we're all ready to go now. So what you've got to do now is blow the whistle.
Right, remembered that bit.
Yeah. And now we just lift the regulator nice and steady so she doesn't slip.
Gentle start.
Yeah. That's it, feel it and then you'll start to go. That's it, do you hear the valve open?
I did.
Right. Right, so off we go. It's a nice start, that's lovely. Okay, just a little bit more steam. That's fine. That's lovely. That's it. Now we can start and work the expander now, so just pull that back a little bit. That's it, back to about 50%. That's lovely. Now what you've done now is what they call the cut-off. You reduce the amount of steam that's going to the cylinder,
right.
And that's by cutting the valve down a little bit. So although your piston is still going the full length, there's not so much drive behind it. So you're saving energy, steam, etc., cold water, and that's how you work an engine economically.
Right.
So we're going nice and steady now. That's lovely.